So we have our Rails application running for the first time ever, which is awesome, but close it out for now. And if the server is still running in the background, you can actually exit this by doing Control C if you're on a Mac. I believe it's Command C if you're on a Windows. But try either one of those. One of those should exit it and get you back to your prompt. Notice, by the way, you can't type stuff in while the server is running. It kind of takes over everything. So if you ever did want to type in a command while your server is running, you have to open up a new window. And if I went back to the to here, and if I tried to go to localhost 3000, which you can do without the HTTP, but the server is not running, so I'm going to get this error. The site can't be reached. If you ever try to do that and it says this, it's probably because your server is not running in the background. So in this lesson, what I want to teach you is how to basically commit your code with Git so that basically we're starting to save it from the beginning. Now, you should have Git set up on your computer as well. It should have come with all the setup that we did. So if you do Git space, I believe -v should work. Nope. If you do Git space -- version, it'll tell you what version of Git you have on your computer. We'll have to do a little bit of setup. You should only have to do what I'm about to show you once per computer. The first command is git space config space -- global space user.name, and then inside of quotes put your name. So mine will be Matan Grafel, and hit enter. And if I actually copy the first part of this without the quotes now and paste that in and hit enter, it should tell you back your name. So that shows that it was set. And it can do almost the same thing, but we're going to set our email. Git config space -- global space user.email, and I'm in quotes put your email. I'm matan@onemonth.com, and close the quotes. So now if I copy this first part and paste it in, it gives me my email. This is just setup that we're using for Git. Now, what Git is a way for you to save your code for different projects so that you can do all sorts of different things with it. For example, go back to previous saves of your code, which I'll show you how to do in a second. So I'm going to show you how to set up Git in a new project. A lot of projects use Git, and it's a very popular tool, so it's something worth learning. When you're in your application folder, make sure that you're there. Remember, type pwd, and you should be in the folder that we created. You type git space init, which stands for initialize. And when you do this and you hit enter, it'll tell you initialize empty Git repository. In here, it actually created a hidden folder inside of here, .git, and that's where it's kind of saving some of your settings. Now I could run git status, and it actually shows you, oh, what's the status of Git? I could scroll up here a little bit. It says there's a bunch of untracked files here. And how do I track these files? Well, that's what Git lets you do. It lets you basically set a set of files as being tracked, and then it tracks changes to those files. So here's basically, I'm going to show you how to set this up. You do git add space -a. This adds all of your Git files, all of your files in your application to Git so that they are ready to potentially be tracked. Now if I do git space commit -m, and I pass through a message in quotes, and I will pass through initial commit or first commit or something like that. This is basically our save message. What add does is it adds files to potentially be saved, and git commit -m and then a message is what we're labeling that save as. So those two commands that we just ran, git add and git commit, will be commands we'll run over and over and over again. So you don't have to worry too much. I'll walk you through when we need to use them again, and you'll become fairly familiar with them. So I did that, and you see a bunch of things here got committed, got changed. And if I do git status again, it should say nothing to commit, working directory clean. So now actually from this moment on, if I ever go in and change my code, then I do git status, it'll show me these are the changes. Do you want to save them? And I want to show you how you'll actually be making one of those changes in the next video.